We see it all the time. A sticker or symbol that tells us the product we're buying is made in USA. This matters to most Americans as purchase decisions often hinge on this very simple yet powerful message. But made in America isn't always what it seems.
When you see a flag on a product, it doesn't mean made in the USA. It could be assembled, operated, facilitated. It's cost related. They definitely want to have you believe that their products are made in the USA. However, they're not willing to put in the cost and the effort to do so. The quality of domestic parts is stronger due to the partnership that we would have or other companies would have with our domestic suppliers. Sometimes foreign suppliers will change something on you and not really let you know until you catch it yourself in your quality checks.
When the Zoeller Pump Company opened their doors over 80 years ago, their supply chain moved overseas. Company leaders weren't pleased with the shift and valued the original founding principles so much that they decided to bring those jobs back to America.
This wasn't something that just happened overnight, but once we decided to control our own destiny with vertical integration, we just made it happen. We had some conversations with our suppliers. They decided not to cooperate with us and bring that production back to the States, so we just made the investment, took the time, we do it the right way, tested the product before we got it out in the market, and it's just something that in our minds just had to be done.
When you take a look at Made in the USA, how the company was founded, how this country was founded, that we were self-sufficient and provided for all of our people, it is very important that we continue that legacy and be able to be the very best that we can in everything that we do. I firmly believe that we can compete with anybody in the world on an even playing field. Our employees continue to improve on efficiencies and being able to keep to our core values of quality, service, innovation, integrity, and that innovation portion goes all the way through our process, from our design to manufacturing to serving our customer.
Founded in 1939, Zoeller Pump Company is one of the oldest family-owned water pump manufacturers in North America. Headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky, the company continues to grow under the leadership of 4 generations of Zoeller family members. Pride in a job well done runs deep here, and it shows across every level of the company. Decision makers value their employees, and employees give their loyalty in return.
When you take a look at what my grandfather founded this business on, of quality, service, innovation, integrity, those 4 principles are very much alive today in everything that we do. I remind all of our employees that those things are not negotiable. We will apply them to keep current with today's conditions, but values do not change. We're going to have the very best quality out there. We're going to service it better than anybody else. We're going to continue to innovate with new products, new design to serve our customers, and we're going to do it all with integrity. One of the things that my dad really believed in is being a place where people wanted to come to work. How do you do that? Well, you provide a work atmosphere that really listens to them, and you're able to do the things that we can within our power to be able to provide them with the quality of life that really is good for their family.
In the early 90s, we needed to expand to a second shift to kind of keep up with production. We were going to go to a second shift until my grandma kind of stepped in and said, listen, people need to get home with their families, have dinner with them, go to the sporting events, so no second shift, put in a third shift. And that was well received by our employees because now they could spend some time with their families. In our office and our plant, we have very low turnover, especially compared to the industry average. We've got employees that have been here for 40 plus years. We actually have one employee, I believe, that's getting close to being here for 50 years. He's just part of the family. We're trying to get that with the next generation, so there will be some opportunities to kind of see what they want in the business, and we'll just have to listen and try to keep them on board as long as we can. So we opened the Center for Excellence in 2015. 6,000 square feet of space, 3,000 is dedicated to a classroom style, 3,000 is dedicated to what we call the wet room. This is kind of really where we separate ourselves from our competition. It's hands-on, simplex, duplex, pumping stations, we get in control panels. There's probably close to 40 different stations out there that are mobile, and we can kind of mix and match and make whatever presentation we need to depending on the customer base that's in there.
Today, what we are looking at is to be a total solution provider. We want to be able to move water. Any system that requires a pump, a container, or a control, we manufacture. When you take a look at our mission statements, the words that are written are just words. We choose to live our mission, and that is through our core values. We live every day in what we do to serve the people around us.
To learn more and inquire about job opportunities, visit Zoeller.com or call 800-928-7867.